Just recently got the Roxon brand new flex shears that have just been released, and that's what this video will be about. I wanted to show you first of all how it comes in the box, and then when you unpack the box, these are the contents. You get the flex shear itself, you get this empty case where you can actually store, I think this is, let's see, this is for putting the original knife. When the cutter knife is removed, it comes with the utility blade. And then it also comes with the can opener, the instructions, and then this tool for removing sharp blades. So let's go ahead and unpack this. All right, so here we are. This is my first look. I've just taken it out of this plastic. And this is the first look at the Roxon flex shears. I really like the looks of it. Now, whenever I see these, I automatically think, man, let's do a huge plier version. That would be perfect in a utility knife. But maybe Roxon will get there eventually, but I know a lot of you love the shears. We've got a little bit of a redesigned pocket clip, these G10 handles, and then a very similar lock and unlock, and the modular tools right here. Now, the tools that they come with included is a very sharp awl right there. And then this is actually a chisel, it looks like, on the end with a wire stripper, wire cutter, then the file and a ruler and a flat driver on the end. Okay, so let's turn it around on this side and we have the shears. The huge, large shears. For these shears, we'll go ahead and start on a paracord, and it slices, chomps right through the paracord. No issue with the paracord. Let's slice through these. This isn't really seat belt, but this is like a strap from Home Depot that I bought, and then this is a thinner strap. Yeah, it just slices right through all of that stuff. So these scissors, yeah, they're pretty great. These are some pretty cool scissors. I think what a lot of you actually wanted. And then looking at the front, there is the knife. And here is the system where you can actually take it off and change the knife. Now, system has changed just a little bit, it looks like. They've updated it, made it look pretty cool. And then you take this knife off, you put the new one back in, and then there we go. And see, slide up on this one and slide up on this one. And there you go. So what this is doing, this is adding the modularity between the Flex Companion, the Flex Series, and also the Phantom, the knife. And then you could also just get a knife and then a knife and a pair of scissors, I believe. And so this is adding all the modularity from the Phantom and the Companion series into one with a set of scissors, which is really cool. Now, definitely, like I said before, I'd love to see a skinnier set of pliers, but we'll have to see. But this as it is, yeah, this is a really nice tool. I think Roxon is making huge strides, and it turned out really beautiful. It looks like a large Victorinox, but it has so much capability. And then when you can just change the blades on this side right here, that's pretty amazing. I felt like it took me an hour to actually access the utility blade. You pull down on this button and then you lift up on this tab and you can get out the utility knife and the blade. And then to insert the blade, you just lift up on here. That's to insert and to take out. All right, now it's a lot less time to install the knife. There we go. We've got this in here. So go ahead, lock this side, and we will lock this side. Right, so I do think I remember someone else mentioning that when you put the utility knife in here, this right here doesn't close all the way, but we've got it so that it's working right there. You can open this, you can close this, and this is locked all the way right in. This is locked about halfway. I don't think the utility knife locks all the way. Let's take this out and then put this knife back. And then the other thing I forgot about is that the new system has ball bearings. That is just something that Roxon is always innovating. They're always trying to just add a little bit more. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool right there. So just to show you a little bit, if you get the blade about out here, then if you give it a strong flick, it just actually glides right closed and locks into place. Pretty neat. Here's the other implement it comes with. This is your can opener. Looks very nice right there. Really neat how Roxon has just figured out the system. Now with the instruction manual, Roxon tells you how to work the operating mechanisms, and then also they give you this to tighten or loosen the frame. Now on the back there's some more instructions, and then it shows you all these different blades, tools that you can buy for your brand new flex shear. Now down at the bottom it does say 25-year warranty, so that will be very important for some people. And then on the side right here it talks about the weight, 178 grams or 6.29 ounces. And then it's made with 8CR13 MOV. And then it's the special, almost like Victorinox, the steel, and then also 3CR13 G10 and ABS right there. So a lot of interesting information. Here's some more about the scissors, the belt clip, and the knife. Comes with a wire stripper, the wood carving chisel, the file ruler, flat-headed screwdriver, all threader, and then the cutter that we talked about, and then the bottle and the can opener all included. Now with the Roxon Flex Shears, these come in at $65. I do think this is exactly the tool that a lot of you have been looking for. And if it is, I would definitely pick it up. I think that's, fair enough price, $65. Victorinox has a lot of tools that are way more expensive. So if this is what you want, and you can definitely customize it, then go ahead and grab it. Now, there are a couple things that I guess frustrate me a little bit. One of the things, the main thing, is the utility knife doesn't fit exactly in there. I know someone else covered that in a video, and they said basically, I think it was too thick or too wide, I forget. But yeah, that's a little bit frustrating. The other thing is that this will be a little thick in the pocket. Now, a lot of you, I don't think, are bothered with that. A lot of you are very used to Victorinox, 3-4 layer, whatever they come in. I don't carry Victorinox much, but some of their larger tools become very bulky very quick. And so Roxon overall still keeps a lot of tools in a fairly slim package, but it's not super thin. But for most of you, I think this might be your dream tool. So for $65, go ahead and pick it up. Roxon is doing some pretty cool things with all their multi-tools. They are, I think, the most successful multi-tool company ever to implement modularity, and they are really doing a pretty cool job.